привет, and welcome to lesson 4 in our Survival Russian course series. And today we're going to be talking about Russian names. Did you know that it's crucially important to be polite in Russian? You can be very rude if you do not sound polite. What do I mean? Well, I mean that in English, to be polite, we normally say like Mr. Smith or Mr. Brown. Okay, in Russian we do not use the word Mr. like Mr. Okay, but we use it a different way. How do you do this? Do you know? Well, let's first take a look at Russian names, and then we will turn to this topic. Okay, so Russian names. Maybe you already know Russian names, and I'm sure you do have friends in Russia, but let's very quickly take a look at some of the most frequently used Russian names. Well, first of all, you have to know that in Russian, first name, well, can have different variations. Like the first name, for instance, Alexander, which is Alexander, can be Sasha, Sashenka, Sashula, Shura. Okay, there are different derivatives, and there are some kind of nicknames. So normally when you say Alexander, this is a very formal way of calling that name. But if you're friends with this person, or maybe he's like younger than you, you wouldn't say Alexander, you would normally say Sasha. Okay, it's funny, but some names do have these nicknames and some don't. For instance, the words Andrei or Anton or Mark, they do not have these like nicknames. Okay, you can only say Andrei. I mean, obviously, yeah. So let's talk about the most frequently used and most common male names and then female names. All right. Alexander, Sasha, Alexei, Леша, Борис, Боря, Nikolai, my name, Коля, Василий, Вася, Виктор, Витя, Vladimir, it has two nicknames, Volodya or Vova. Vova is more frequently used. Grigorий, Grisha, Dmitry, Dima, Евгений, Женя, Иван, Ваня, Леонид, Леня, Константин, Костя, Михаил, Миша, Павел, Паша, Сергей, Сережа, Федор, Федя, and the last one is Yuri, Yura. Of course, there are more names, but this is just most common. Okay, male names. Now, female names: Anna, Anya, Valentina, Vaля, Tatiana, Таня, Екатерина, Катя, Елена, Лена, Елизавета, Лиза, Ирина, Ира, Ольга, Оля, Любовь, Люба, Людмила, Люда, Лариса, Лара, Мария, Маша, Надежда, Надя. My mother's name was Nadezhda. Наталья, Natasha, Svetlana, Sveta. All right, so these are the most common Russian names with their nicknames. But let's get back to the politeness. So if you want to be polite with a person, you have to keep in mind that we don't say like sir or Mr. But we have patronymic name. Patronymic name, okay? For instance, if this is your boss or this is a person older than you would normally say the first name and then patronymic name, okay? For instance, the patronymic name, this is the name of the father of that person, okay? That person's father's name. For instance, my full name would be Nikolai Viktorovich. Nikolai Viktorovich. My father's name was Victor, so I'm Viktorovich. All right. Andrei Petrovich. Alexander Sergeyevich. Nikolai Dmitrievich. Vitaly Alexandrovich. Anatoly Petrovich. Pyotr Vladimirovich. And for instance, our president's first and patronymic names is Vladimir Vladimirovich. And then the last name, Putin. And my full name would be Nikolai Viktorovich Tishin. Tishin is my last name, so we always use we always put the last name in the end. Okay. Now, well, the same with female names. Anna Anatolievna, but you see there we had in patronymics names we had an ending ich or of. Now in the female names we have na, all right, the ending na. Ludmila Petrovna, Irina Alexandrovna, ovna. You hear this? Okay, you will practice more in your podcast today, and I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Пока-пока!